Too small, too old, insecure, broken.
Welcome back to Vernon Arena. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We've been gone for about 5 minutes of game time, but not much has changed. Mount Vernon still holds the lead, 42-33 over Zionsville. You see 5:40 remaining in this game. Also trying to get the stream of the other gym back up and running, Carroll and South Bend St. Joe, and that one is back going. So if you're looking for that game, you can tune into that. South Bend St. Joe leads Carroll 46-35 in that game. But here, Zionsville's single-digit deficit, trying to claw their way back into this, and a foul here is going to send it right to Zionsville. An offensive foul was called against Ertl, I believe.
Yeah, Green and Ertl, they just sort of exchanged fouls there, as Green got one initially for holding, and there Ertl just too much of a shove to get open to the officials' liking.
So Zionsville's going to get the ball. Camden Moore has it now. He's the leading scorer in this game for Zionsville with 16 points. Same total he had last night. Ball knocked loose, and a takeaway now for Mount Vernon on the far side. Collins just keeps it in bounds, dishes it. Gear getting up, has it blocked away by Snively, and Zionsville's defense stands tall. Gore thrown over to Hahn. 5 minutes left in this one. Hahn going up, Hope banking in off the glass. And immediately a timeout called by Zionsville, a full timeout. 7-point game, 4:54 remaining. We'll step away. Mount Vernon looking to book their spot in the championship game.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Back here at Spartan Arena, 42-35 with 4:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Zionsville trying to get the come from behind victory against Mount Vernon. The Eagles have not led at any point in this game, and winner of this game goes to the championship here in the fourth annual BSN Sports Homestead Holiday Tournament. Ertl gets the inbound, no foul this time, brings it up the floor. Picked up his first personal on the last offensive possession. And Ertl has 13 points in this game. He's come alive here in the second half, putting a filthy up and under. We saw a little bit ago while the stream was offline. Collins on the near side. Throws it over. Weber. Back to Ertl. He's going to set up for a drive, turn around, and throw it out to Gear. He shot a three from there a couple times this morning, but not going to do it there. Now Ertl in the middle goes up. That's too strong. Put back off the rim. That's another offensive board, though, and eventually a foul called on Zionsville. It looked like he pointed at Hahn, and he did. He's going to pick up that foul. The offensive glass has been huge for the Marauders this morning.
Yeah, you mentioned it, as towards the end of that first half it was pretty evident that the offensive glass was going to be in favor of Mount Vernon. They've just been the aggressors down there, whether it be Weber or Collins. They've been big on the glass, and it ends up leading them to get free throw opportunities like this.
Second free throw on the way, and that one Off the rim, no good. So Moore will get the rebound for Zionsville. Closest they've been with possession of the ball in this game. 4 minutes remain in regulation. Hahn now with it. Spinning around, and he'll get that one to go in the spin cycle.
Tough shot there by Hahn. Spinning and going up with the right hand. Another big-time bucket for the Eagles.
Vice kicks out, three-pointer on the way from Doherty. That's strong. He gets his own miss. More offensive rebounds, and Ertl with the second chance bucket.
Once again, the offensive glass paying off huge for the Marauders. And if you're the Eagles, you got to clean it up and quick, as you can't allow Mount Vernon to get bailed out with easy layups like that.
And it's also been big because not only are they getting the offense rebounds, they're also scoring most of the time when they get these second chance opportunities. Green on the wing, throws it over to Hahn. On the right block, turning around, bounce to Green. Now Snively three-pointer. That was a little bit strong on the line, and the ball goes on the baseline. It looked like Hahn was the last one to touch it, and that is going to be the call that it is Mount Vernon ball. Doherty will have it now, throw it over to Ertl. Walks it up across the timeline. Now the drive in the middle of the paint, and he is fouled on his way up. He'll be going back to the line where he's perfect in this one.
And there, Snively just tried to rotate over, get the block, but just a little bit too late on the rotation. It leaves Ertl at the free throw line once again, and not the guy you want to send to the line if you're Zionsville.
And the first free throw is good from Ertl. Second one good as well. He's now got 17 points in this game. Hahn. His squad down by 9, trying to throw it over, and that is going to be deflected out of bounds. Snively was the intended target.
Just the length and defensive pressure of the Marauders has been a lot to handle for Zionsville.
And the inbound catch and shoot three is strong. And Zionsville looking like they're running out of energy in this one. 2.5 minutes left. They've put up a strong fight, trailing this entire game, making comeback effort after comeback effort, but this one might end up still going the way of Mount Vernon in the end. Step up, and that ball was intended to be thrown out to Weber from here, but it actually clipped the rim out of bounds. And I think the official thought that Zionsville deflected it, but we could hear it. It actually caught the rim. And so this should end up being Zionsville basketball. And wow, it looks like they're going to keep it with Mount Vernon. You see Coach Howell there, and you might need another look at that, but I don't think Zionsville touched that ball.
I agree. I'm sure that's what the officials saw, but I don't know about that. But nonetheless, there's not a whole lot you can do. You just kind of have to play forward if Zionsville try to get it back.
So it is Mount Vernon ball regardless. Ertl has it in the corner. Trap comes. It's a good one, and Ertl throws it over, but a timeout was called first by Coach Joe Bradburn. So that'll be their second timeout called. A full timeout, just under 2 minutes remaining. Mount Vernon leads by 9. Looking to close out this game against the Zionsville Eagles.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
1:58 to go in this one. Mount Vernon will have 2 timeouts remaining in Zionsville with 3 down the stretch of this game. Fourth quarter just underway in the Victory Gym. South Bend St. Joe a comfortable 14-point lead over Carroll as they've pulled away in the third quarter. Fourth quarter here. Mount Vernon close to booking their spot in the championship game. This is their first year in this Homestead Holiday Tournament. Zionsville, the defending champions, are on the ropes. Their championship hopes might be fading away. Weiss throws it over to Ertl. He's going to go inside the arc, turn around, fire it to Weber, and it's reset back to Weiss. Zionsville needs to commit one more foul, and there it is, before Mount Vernon would be in the bonus, and that fourth foul comes with 93 seconds remaining.
And now it gets even more difficult for Zionsville as you need to play aggressive, try to force a turnover, but you have to do it cleanly without fouling, and that is just very difficult to do.
Inbound goes to Ertl, the best free throw shooter on the team. He has it stripped free, but right to Gear. Great luck for Mount Vernon. Gear gets it back, and now Weiss has it, fakes the pass. He has it knocked free, gets it right back, and the ball thrown over to Doherty. Will the Eagles start to foul? Right now they're just able to knock the ball free, and now a whistle comes in. This is going to be a foul called on Mount Vernon as they're going to get Doherty for it. And that'll be the 14th foul on the Marauders, so both teams will be in the bonus going forward. The final 1:13 of this game. Green will throw it into the backcourt. Zionsville down by 9, not done yet, but they need a basket quickly. Moore, far side, fakes the reverse, dishes it to Green. It was a beautiful pass, but Green can't finish it at the basket. Weiss gets the rebound, and he is fouled where he will be going to the free throw line as the Marauders go into the bonus.
Now it becomes a game of free throws for Mount Vernon. It's looking good for them already, but just knocking down these free throws just puts you in a much more comfortable position.
Weiss, one of the key players of this team's success. He leads them in field goal percentage this year at 59%. Also in blocks per game, just under 2. And his first free throw is good. That pushes the lead to double digits. Second free throw on its way, and that one good as well. So Weiss into double digits with 10 points in this game. Moore on the wing, guarded very tightly by Gear. And then we'll get it back from Green. Rolling in the middle, step back 3 on its way. That's off the mark. Weiss will get the rebound for Mount Vernon, and Ertl will get the ball and run up into the front court, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line. Foul was called on Camden Moore. And the best free throw shooter on the team for Mount Vernon, who hasn't missed one today, goes to the line, and nothing but on his first.
And Mount Vernon taking down Zionsville, a team that's always had success in this tournament. Not able to go back-to-back first place finishes, and just the offensive woes really were their downfall in this one, as they could not get anybody. No one could hit a shot except Camden Moore. He's really the only guy that could knock things down. Even still, it took him quite a while to get going.
This was a heavyweight clash. Both these teams ranked in the the USA Today poll, both in the top 12. And in the SAG ratings, both these teams in the top 13. And Zionsville, they have the hardest strength of schedule in the entire state. Of course, this game is going to improve on that even more. So the Eagles, they are building a team that's built for postseason success with these hard competitions, but running into a buzzsaw in Mount Vernon in this one. And the Marauders showing why they're one of the contenders, one of the top teams to potentially vie for a state title.
Yeah, and you mentioned just Zionsville competing for the postseason, but in this one, I mean, Mount Vernon is a team come playoff time, I mean, they're one of the teams you want to look out for and potentially try to knock out. So this is a game that you have scheduled on your calendar or have circled on your calendar if you're Zionsville and just not able to get the result you wanted this one. But still, it was a close game despite them not being able to put up as many points as they were like and struggling offensively, even though the game is closer than what the scoreboard says, really.
And time is going to dribble out here, and it'll be a 50-37 victory for Mount Vernon. You see their fans in attendance, and they will book their spot in the championship game in their first ever holiday tournament appearance.
And it was just their defense stifling the Zionsville offenses. They kept everybody in check, really, except Camden Moore. Even still, an inefficient 16 from him. It was just hard. He was the only guy that could score the basketball, so a lot of pressure on him to do great things offensively. But Ertl and company doing a great job of doing the little plays that they need to get the win.
So let's take a look at our updated bracket as the first team has booked their spot in the championship. That is Mount Vernon. They're going to face the game that's about to tip off in about 20 minutes, face the winner of Homestead and Hamilton Southeastern. South Bend St. Joseph leading Carroll by 15 with 4 minutes left over in the Victory Gym. So it looks like the Huskies will be moving on to the 5th place game, and that'll be here in Spartan Arena. But a great day of basketball. This is game 1 of 4 we have here in Spartan Arena today. And what a great start it has been. And any final thoughts on this one before we go?
I mean, it was a great game to kick things off in this morning slate of hoops. And folks, don't go anywhere as we have another good one coming up next between HSC and Homestead. That'll be a fun one to watch. So the fun is just beginning.
And we're going to take a quick break. You can go ahead and click over to that stream. Homestead and Hamilton Southeastern, their 3rd meeting in the history of this holiday tournament. And the winner goes to the championship game. We'll step away. Thank you so much for joining us for this broadcast. On behalf of Atticus Dean and the entire Homestead Alive team, I'm Braxton Allsing Song from Spartan Arena.